The forest is cloaked in an unsettling silence, its giant leaves forming a thick, ominous canopy above. Only scattered beams of dappled sunlight pierce the gloom, painting eerie, shifting shadows on the damp earth. The usual vibrant birdsong and rustling leaves are eerily absent, replaced by a profound, unnerving stillness. The air hangs heavy, the quietude a stark contrast to nature's expected symphony. An unsettling calm pervades the scene, hinting at a presence unseen, a mystery yet to unfold. A faint, trembling cry echoes through the ancient trees, a fragile sound of fear and desperation slicing through the morning air. Sun-dappled leaves dance above a small clearing, their light painting shifting patterns on the forest floor. In the heart of the clearing, Leah, a girl of about 9, sits alone in her wheelchair, her small frame dwarfed by towering trees. Her eyes, wide with a mixture of apprehension and vulnerability, scan the surrounding woods. The silence of the forest seems to press in, amplifying the faint echoes of her earlier cry. She clutches her hands together, a tiny figure lost in the vast, indifferent embrace of nature. A car screeches to a halt on a dusty dirt road, kicking up a cloud of debris at the forest's edge. A sudden disruption. A shadowy figure emerges, their movements swift and deliberate, pushing Leah's wheelchair from the vehicle. Without a backward glance, the car roars to life, tires spitting gravel as it speeds away, abandoning Leah. The engine's growl diminishes into the distance, leaving an eerie silence in its wake. Leah is utterly alone. Amidst the rustling leaves and deepening shadows, a chilling sense of abandonment. In a desolate forest clearing, Leah's small body trembles in her wheelchair, a silent testament to her overwhelming fear. Her hands grip the armrest so tightly her knuckles are white, a desperate anchor against the encroaching terror. The cold wind whispers through the leaves, each rustle a magnified shriek in the profound silence of the woods. Leah's wide, terror-stricken eyes dart frantically, scanning the dense, dark woods that surround her. Shadows dance among the trees, stretching and twisting into grotesque shapes, fueling her escalating dread. Every rustling leaf and snapping twig intensifies her fear, trapping her in a suffocating web of sound and terror. The sun dips, bleeding orange and purple across the sky, painting the forest in a dramatic, fading light. An unsettling silence hangs heavy, a prelude to something unseen, felt rather than heard. Suddenly, the forest floor betrays a presence. Twigs snap, leaves rustle with unseen movement. Distant animal calls echo, no longer comforting, but ominous, warning of the approaching twilight. In the deepening twilight of a forest clearing, Leah stands perfectly still, her head tilted, straining to hear. The heavy thud of something large approaching grows louder, its presence a chilling weight in the air. Leah's breath hitches, a silent gasp caught in her throat as fear clutches her heart. The unseen force draws nearer, each step a hammer blow against the quiet of the coming night. The leaves part with an eerie slowness, revealing a towering, muscular gorilla emerging from the darkness. Its immense chest rises and falls with a calm, primal power, a silent force in the moonlit clearing. The gorilla fixes its gaze on Leah, an intense, unblinking stare that pierces the night. Leah, a tiny figure, is overwhelmed by the sheer, imposing size of the creature before her. Leah stands frozen in a forest clearing, her eyes wide with a terrifying awe. The magnificent, wild creature before her is a sight she has only ever seen in pictures. Never before has she imagined being this close to such raw, untamed power. Her heart thumps wildly against her ribs, a frantic rhythm echoing the trapped bird within. A mixture of primal terror and profound wonder washes over her, rendering her immobile. The forest air crackles with an electric tension, holding Leah captive in its powerful grasp. In a forest clearing, a massive gorilla takes a deliberate step, its immense power barely contained. It closes the distance between them, each movement a slow, powerful declaration. The gorilla tilts its massive head, dark eyes filled with an unsettling curiosity. It studies the unfamiliar wheelchair and the frightened child, a silent, tense encounter unfolding. In a forest clearing, Leah trembles uncontrollably, paralyzed by fear in her wheelchair. Her eyes are wide with terror, unable to move or speak as a colossal shadow looms before her. A giant gorilla extends a massive hand towards her, a gesture both terrifying and unexpectedly gentle. The gorilla's fingers brush lightly against the wheel of her chair, a tender touch from a formidable creature. Leah's breath hitches, fear warring with an emerging sense of awe at the unexpected connection. In a forest clearing, a massive gorilla extends a surprisingly delicate hand towards a wheelchair, its intent unknown. With a gentle push, the gorilla sends the wheelchair rolling a few inches, its powerful frame moving with unexpected grace. The gorilla's brow furrows, its deep-set eyes filled with an almost human-like intrigue as it observes the chair's movement. It studies the wheels and frame, a silent scientist captivated by the simple mechanics of the device. A moment of profound curiosity hangs in the air, a wild creature pondering a human contraption in the heart of the wilderness. In the moonlit forest, a distant, primal howl rips through the tranquil night, awakening ancient fears. The gorilla's massive head snaps upward, its eyes wide with immediate primal alarm. Its gaze frantically darts towards the impenetrable darkness beyond the clearing, searching for the unseen threat. What began as mere curiosity twists into a sudden, potent surge of alertness, every muscle tensing. The air crackles with unspoken tension as the forest itself seems to hold its breath. The gorilla stands poised, a silent, powerful guardian against the encroaching unknown. A colossal gorilla, a towering shadow, positions itself directly in front of Leah's wheelchair, its massive body a living shield. Its formidable presence forms a wall of muscle and fur, a primal gesture of profound protection. Leah watches the gorilla, her eyes wide with bewilderment as she processes the unexpected defense. A flicker of understanding, like a distant spark, crosses Leah's face, transforming her initial shock. Deep night descends upon the forest, cloaking everything in an inky blackness. A faint, ethereal glow from the moon barely pierces the dense canopy, casting an otherworldly pallor. The majestic gorilla stands motionless, a silent sentinel, its powerful form a stark silhouette against the dim light. Its imposing presence dominates the shadowed clearing, a guardian in the profound stillness of the night. In a forest clearing, unseen, dangerous sounds emanate from the dense woods, hinting at an unseen menace. A massive gorilla, fur matted and powerful, responds to the unseen threat, its muscles tensing with primal fury. It stands tall, beating its chest with a thunderous rhythm that echoes through the silence. A powerful roar rips through the air, a visceral warning reverberating through every tree and leaf in the forest. In the forest clearing, Leah watches the massive gorilla, her initial fear a palpable tension in the air. The gorilla's rhythmic chest thumping resonates, a primal drumbeat against the silence of the woods. A nascent sense of security begins to dawn on Leah, replacing the terror she first felt. The gorilla's vigilant presence, a silent guardian, casts a strangely comforting shadow over her. Her gaze softens, a profound shift from fear to an unexpected primal sense of peace. In the forest clearing, exhaustion finally claims Leah. Her head lolls to the side, eyes fluttering shut. She slumps slightly in her wheelchair, overcome by the profound weariness of the late night. The massive gorilla remains awake, its gaze unwavering, a silent sentinel in the deepening darkness. Its imposing silhouette stands steadfast, a powerful guardian against the encroaching shadows of the night. The forest breathes around them, a testament to their enduring quiet vigil. The inky blackness of night slowly recedes as the eastern sky awakens with the first delicate brushstrokes of dawn. A soft, ethereal glow begins to seep through the ancient trees, painting the forest in hues of rose and gold. The deep, unsettling silence of night gives way to the gentle rustling of leaves and the first tentative chirps of awakening birds. A symphony of birdsong, sweet and melodic, replaces the haunting echoes of the vanished darkness. The forest, once shrouded in mystery, now breathes with renewed life, bathed in the tranquil light of a new day. The tranquil morning forest is abruptly pierced by the urgent, distant cries of human voices. Flashlights slice through the lingering gloom, their beams dancing erratically through the dense foliage. A group of forest rangers, their silhouettes barely visible, press deeper into the woods. Their voices echo, growing closer. Each call of Leah, laced with palpable desperation. The forest's calm is shattered, replaced by the relentless, anxious search for Leah. In a dense forest clearing, a ranger suddenly halts, his arm shooting out with a pointed finger. His voice, a raw mix of relief and shock, tears through the silence. There, galvanized by his cry, the other rangers surge forward, their faces etched with urgency and hope. Their hurried steps crunching on fallen leaves, they rush towards the clearing, eyes wide with anticipation. In the forest clearing, rangers with rifles at the ready halt abruptly, their faces etched with sudden alarm. Their eyes widen, fixed on a colossal gorilla, a protective sentinel standing guard before Leah. A palpable tension descends, freezing everyone in place, a silent standoff in the dense wilderness. The air crackles with unspoken fear and primal power, holding breath in the clearing. In the forest clearing, the massive silverback gorilla turns its head, its dark eyes meeting the rangers for a long, silent moment. A profound stillness settles, the air thick with unspoken communication as the gorilla's gaze holds steady. Then, with a slow, deliberate movement, its powerful gaze shifts, settling entirely on Leah. A silent, profound understanding passes between Leah and the gorilla, a shared acknowledgement of deep connection. Their eyes lock, a moment of deep, unspoken recognition and trust blossoming between human and beast. The gorilla seems to grasp that its immediate duty is complete, a quiet resolution in its ancient eyes. In the dappled light of the forest clearing, a colossal shadow, the gorilla, begins to stir. Its immense form, a testament to raw power, shifts away from Leah and the rangers. The air crackles with unspoken tension as the majestic creature makes its decision. Slowly, deliberately, the gorilla's silhouette melts into the dense emerald foliage. Each movement is a silent, regal retreat, a fading presence swallowed by the wilderness. The forest reclaims its giant, leaving behind an awestruck silence and a profound sense of relief. Against the dense forest, a massive gorilla pauses, a dark silhouette at the edge of its wild domain. It turns its head slowly, its deep, knowing eyes meeting Leah's for one final, poignant moment. Leah, a small, solitary figure on the open ground, her heart heavy with farewell, slowly raises her hand. Her fingers tremble, a fragile wave offered to the magnificent creature, a silent goodbye hanging in the air. A single tear, a shimmering beacon of sorrow, traces a path down her cheek, catching the last light. The gorilla's gaze lingers, a profound connection etched in the silence before it melts back into the shadows. In the dense forest, the mighty gorilla pauses, its dark, ancient eyes locking with Leah's. A profound, unspoken connection hangs in the air, a fleeting moment of unexpected compassion. With a final, silent glance, the majestic creature turns, its powerful form melting into the shadows. It vanishes into the forest's depths, leaving Leah alone, spellbound by the encounter. The memory of its gaze, a silent testament to a shared moment, lingers in the hushed woods.